Hello, everybody. Ooh, ay, ay, ay. This was a bit loud. Yeah, glad to see you. How was your conference so far? Great, okay. Who's just here because the food stand is over there? Okay, you're honest. That's nice. Thank you. Today I want to talk to you about what you should know before your first date with Azure. So, didn't expect too much. There will be no boobs, okay? You can grab some beer, that's fine. I'm Eric. I'm the Azure lead architect at Comparex in Germany. I'm MVP for Microsoft Azure and for Cloud and Data Center Management. And yeah, today we have 20 wonderful minutes together to figure out how such a first date with Azure could look like. So just remember your first date. So actually, it's not that far behind you. So what do you have to think about? First, who was your date? Just now go back in the past and think how it was. What were you wearing? So was it more like shorts, or did you have jeans or whatever? Where did you go with your date? What have you done so far? What did you do? You've been at a cinema or in the bowling or whatever. And then there would be some neat questions like, who has paid for it? And this is a question we will see in a few seconds again. And when was actually allowed? So was it allowed to kiss at the first date or not? Was it allowed to bring her home after 9? Or was it allowed to stay out till 10 or whatever? So probably there have been some rules. And if you start to do something with Azure, or even if you are right in the middle of something with Azure, you should ask nearly the same questions. So first you should know what you are talking about. Because actually I see lots of confusion out there when it comes to Azure, and people are starting to talk about Exchange hybrid solutions. But it's like, wait, whoa, this is Office 365 stuff, so let's keep in mind we are talking about Azure today. It's our date, so we shouldn't get to a site which we don't want. How do you use it? So what are you doing with it? So this is a question you should answer before. So somebody wants something, congratulations. So you should ask you, what's my goal? To do cloud, because everybody does cloud, is not useful. Because actually you should do something that produces some value for you or for your company or for whatever. Otherwise, just let it. Which region is the right one? Yesterday I got this question, so we are in this country and there is an Azure region and there is an Azure region. What should I do? Where should we go? Is it good for a German customer to go to the West US? Is it good for a Brazilian customer to go to China? Probably, depends on your needs. Which services are relevant for you? So probably if you've seen all the sessions today and also the technical keynotes and stuff, you've figured out that there are several similar services. So you can run PowerShell in Azure Automation. You can run PowerShell in Azure Functions. So what should you use now? So figure it out. Good question. Who pays the bill? Actually, it's not me. That's a good thing. And there's one thing you should remember when it comes to Azure. In Azure, nobody cries for you. So if you spend that 25,000 bucks on a VM, you spend it. Nobody at Microsoft will say, okay, you didn't want that, that's okay. You don't have to pay for it. So actually, if you spend the money, you have to pay for it. Otherwise, if you removed something, you have to build it on your own again. And the main question, are there any rules? And yes, there are probably any rules. There are your rules on your own, in your team. There are probably some rules from your company, maybe from your country, and also there are rules from Microsoft. So for example, try to build a web app and use login or SharePoint or Xbox or whatever as a name. And you won't be allowed to, because Microsoft has some rules on it that you can't use those names that are brands of Microsoft. You're not allowed to use admin or root as the VM administrator name, for example. And you should know those rules, because otherwise you will trial and error very often. And actually I brought you a customer story. It's a real customer story to show you what could go wrong. So actually, I was a customer. The customer signed its Azure Enterprise Agreement. Everything seemed fine. IT started to deploy the first subscriptions. They figured out how to do it. And actually, they started the migration. So it was great. Everybody in IT was like, yes, we're doing it. They made one mistake. They didn't talk about it. Because actually, there was a subsidiary, it was actually Spain, and they thought about, oh, our central IT is not doing any cloud at all, so we do it on our own. So they started an Azure subscription running over the credit card. And they built some SAP workloads, and they spent more than $20,000 a month just for trying out something without letting them internally know. And actually, at this point, I thought it couldn't get worse until someone from the human resource department asked me, hey, Eric, how can we integrate our new human resource portal into Azure AD? And I said, like, hey, where's your new portal? Where does it come from? I've never heard of it. And also all the IT guys were like, oh, I've never heard of it. What portal do you mean? Actually, they signed a contract with a CSP. And this partner built a new portal for hiring other people in their own CSP tenant, own environment. And then they, at any time, they had the idea to integrate everything into Azure AD from the company. So quite a bit difficult. So now we have 3 contracts. We have 3 bosses. And actually, we got 3 builds, we got 3 rules, and that's quite difficult. And actually, now everybody thinks it can get even worse. Yeah, it can. Somebody bought some hardware internally. Yoo-hoo! So we have everything what could go wrong. Right now, we are focused on figuring this out to consolidate and to make it even better. But what should you do now? So what's your preparation before your first date with Azure, or even if the first date got wrong already, what could you do now? When we talk about Azure, we talk about those awesome infrastructure and platform services. And there's one fundament you have. It's your enterprise agreement, it's your contract, your subscription. Anywhere you have to get your subscription from. And you should figure this out. And you should define some rules for your enterprise, how to deal with it. Who's responsible for it? Who will track cost in it? And so on. The second thing you have to do is think about rights and roles. So actually, who's using the owner role in Azure? Come on, be honest. Who's using the owner role? Owners? Nobody? Who's using contributors? Yeah. Who's giving owner access to external consultants? Okay, you don't have to. Yeah, okay, thank you. He's honest. Actually, this happens quite often because, yeah, they are building our web app and that's cool, so they can help us at any time. So my new business model in the future will be a contract, and I'll knock at the door and say, okay, if you don't sign this contract, your entire IT will be down in 5, 4, 3, 2. So probably this can work quite well. So rights and roles are one of the most important things. Think about identity protection. Think about privileged identity management. All of this. This identity thing is not only important for your workplace and for your Office 365, it's also important for all your admins. Because administration is not any longer a separated network with a separated room, and it's just a website. And then I'm in your central data center, so you should protect those identities. Then it comes to policies and auditing. So you need probably some policies. So for example, German customers don't want to deploy VMs in Brazil or in China. So it could be a good thing to have a policy to prevent this. And also you probably want to prevent running VMs which cost 20 or 25,000 bucks a month. And so actually policies can do that. But what if you're right in the middle? You have already deployed your first 1,000 VMs, and now you don't know who's using managed disk, who is using disk encryption, who has actually deployed a backup, whatever. So you can also use policies for auditing and figuring out what's actually going wrong in your environment. The other thing, and every time I bring this up, everybody laughs, it's a naming convention. But actually that's so important. Think about tagging your resources to split cost in the end. If everybody needs another tag, so for example, you will use department, you will use a short form depth, and I will use a German word for it. Actually, in the end, you are not able to figure out how to split your costs anymore. Then you need this networking stuff. Yes, we still have some connected infrastructures. Yeah, there are probably those totally new, fancy cognitive services, web apps, whatever, which are running totally separated, but still you have some servers, they have to be domain joined, they need access to the central monitoring, whatever. So you need some networking solution. And then it's a good question. Do you really use the Azure-only tools, or do you use your Barracuda, for example, because you actually know that's a consistent management over everything and everything is running fine? You have to make a decision. And even if you have more locations all over the world, you have to figure out a way to connect everybody and everything and find a way how to distribute your applications. So networking is sometimes it's a tough one. So tagging, I already said this, tagging is not only about cost, it's also about responsibilities. So if somebody leaves your company, it's always the question who takes care of its resources. Actually, if you don't know who's responsible for which resource, it's probably getting hard. So tag them with an owner and with somebody from a department so you can figure out who's responsible in the end. Think about adding your subscriptions to a security center so that you get advice what you could do better. It's not a big thing, but it's totally easy to forget to close ports in the firewall. And if you have an open RDP port, probably you've tried this already, you will see thousands of logins to your VM in the first 10 minutes after opening this port. So probably it's a good advice to have some security center stuff in there. You should think about automation if your environment grows and grows and grows, because in the end, Azure portal won't be able to handle it. Try to administrate 5,000 VMs in the Azure portal, no fun at all. And last but not least, use the logs. There are so many logs in Azure. There are activity logs, there are performance logs, there are the Azure Monitor logs of each and every resource you create. And you actually need this, and you actually should look into it. Because, for example, the activity logs will show you each and every action taken which was not allowed or which failed. And sometimes it's just a mistake and something failed, or sometimes it's somebody trying to break a rule. And so you should figure out, has he done this 1 time or 15 times? And this is what you actually need. And if you have this whole set, it's your rule set for playing with Azure or for going on the first date with Azure. So what you should consider it all is an Azure governance concept, using policies, and maybe sometimes policies. Think about Azure logs, resource logs. You actually can protect your resources in Azure from accidental deletion. So I've seen this quite often. Somebody removed the resource group, and then the next guy came and knocked on the door and was like, hey, where's my SQL server? Oh, wrong resource group, damn it. So, happens, no worries. Resource logs can protect you. Try to start to use resource manager templates so you have a repeatable deployment thing. Think about automation. Have something for Azure cost control. It can be something in the Azure portal itself. Yeah, they are actually putting something in there, and it's getting better and better. We have budgets right now. We have some nice visualization. But actually, there are still some third-party tools which are even better. So have a look into it. Think about role-based access management and all the other stuff. Monitoring, backup, security, and so on, and so on, and so on. And yeah, it's easy to talk about this, but actually, let's have a look into an environment. So one of the first things you should use from now on, because right now, from today on, it's general available, is Azure management groups. It's interesting right now, and it will be more interesting in the future. Just watch out on this. Azure management groups will bring your management one level higher than your actually subscription level. So if you have more than one subscription, and if you're an enterprise, you will probably have this. You can start arranging your resources and your subscriptions into management groups. And actually, for example, here I have a development resource group, and I have one subscription in there. And the good thing is, on this resource group level, I can now set some central access policies. I can set policies in kind of resource manager policies, so allowed locations, allowed VMs, allowed storage formats, and whatever. And each and every subscription that gets added to this management group will stick to the rules. Automatically, everybody will have the right access rights, we will have the right policies in place, and everything is fine. And if something changes because of a regulatory change from outside or internal or whatever, you just change the rules, and all your subscriptions will stick to the new rules. And that's actually a very nice thing. From the policy perspective, start using policies. Policies are your friend. I actually have some overview in the policy dashboard. You can see, okay, I have 3 of 4 non-compliant initiatives in my environment. I've done this just for demoing cases or so. So actually, this will help you to figure out where you have some problems. For example, here, I have some public IP restrictions. So not in each and every country or region, it's allowed to deploy public IPs because I want to get some control on it. And if somebody does it, I will see this going to non-compliant. Actually, probably I don't have to disallow it. I only have to track it. Otherwise, I can deploy a policy which actually blocks it. So never ever somebody is able to deploy a public IP in a region I don't want it to. And you can have policies for so many things like checking if there's a backup, checking if there's a deployment log analytics agent on it, checking if the VM disks are encrypted, if they are managed disks, checking if your SQL Server versions from SQL as a service is actually up to date, and so on and so on. So there's so much in it. Right now, we have, I think, more than 100 in-place policies. So this is a list of predefined policies you can use. And on top of this, you can bring in your own custom policies, and it's quite easy, because if you have a look here, it's just a simple description that says, okay, if my type of resource is public IP address and my location is North Europe, deny it. That's not too complicated. Everybody can do this. So that's easy like hell. And you can split this and whatever. So build your rules like you need it. Okay, let's go a bit further. Last thing for today. We have this new service announced today, Azure Blueprint Services. Blueprints are so awesome. I don't like this word because in Germany awesome is some kind of a fancy thing everybody uses, but that's really awesome. Actually, what you can get in here in your Azure Blueprint thing is a non-working mouse, no. Is a blueprint, so you define a rule set and a bit more than this, because with policies we had already rules, and with management groups we also have the ability to combine policies and role-based access. But here we can go a bit ahead. So we build our demo blueprint. We have to choose where this demo blueprint should be able to use, and you will see loading management groups, we are back at this layer. So have a proper setup of management groups and you will have a good use for blueprints in here. So I will go back to my development group, select this here, and now we can build some artifacts around this. So let's have a look here. If I click on Add Artifact, I have the option to actually assign policies right here, assign roles, and create resource groups right in this blueprint. So let's start with a resource group. I create a central resource group called Resource Group Network, for example. We probably don't choose Australia. Let's stick to the East US. East Asia is also fine. East US. And we click on Add. And now we have this resource group added, and we can start pushing in more here. So now we can add some more policies to this resource group. We can push some roles to this resource group, and especially we can put some resource manager templates in there. And you see down here, there's the JSON editor right integrated. You can also upload a file. And now it's a good thing. If you create a new subscription, you can have a prepared blueprint for connecting your network, deploying your roles so that the network administrators are able to administrate everything. You can have your policy so that in this new subscription, nobody is able to do things you are not allowing. And actually, you can build best practices sheets. So I get always asked from customers, so what's the best thing to build a data warehouse solution? What's the best thing to bring a web app into Azure? What's the best thing to do whatever? Now we can have blueprints. And so in the end, the development team, or probably the human resource team, I can say, okay, yeah, you can deploy your full subscription, including web app and everything, totally on your own, and it will absolutely stick to my rules, like I've defined them before. And this is why, to be honest, I really love those blueprint thing. And we will see much more in there. I had a podcast recording today This will be online tomorrow at around 10. So probably have a look into it. You can find this under geekzeugs.de. Just figure it out. And there we've been talking to the Azure management team, and we've been talking a lot about blueprints and also about the future of blueprints. So probably if you want to join, do it. So my time is up. Please think about, give us feedback. Honest feedback, but think at my kids and my wife and so, but give us true feedback. And I hope you had a great conference. Enjoy the welcome party or whatever this is here right now. And probably see us during the next days. Tomorrow I have more sessions. And so if there are some questions, just come over here or yell them in right now. Thank you very much.